How you doing, Logan?
Pretty good.
You know, through the 36 years in New G, back all the way to 1970, the kids come down and actually get a chance to audition for different informal things. And you know, most of them are musical by nature, solos, duets, trios, quartets, small groups, things like that. You know, through the years, we've had lots of different things, but not all of them necessarily musical. Some of you, I'm sure, can remember through the history things like magicians, dramatic readings, ventriloquists, jugglers, mariachi bands. Those are musical. But in the last 36 years, we have not had anything quite like this.
Well, the story is told in the Bible about a mighty king, and how when he was just a little boy, he'd play around with his sling. Well, he got up early one morning, and before the sun had set that day, a nasty old giant had lost his head and his body laid cold on the clay. Now when David went to the battlefield, his big brother said, "Stay away. You've got no business out here, David, so go back home and play." But David said, "Step aside, boys, I'm gonna take that giant on." But his brother said, "Obey your elders, David, get back home where you belong." Now, but David said, "That giant ain't gonna make fun of my God and King. I'm gonna find me 5 smooth stones and I'll play a while with my sling. I'm gonna challenge that devil in the name of the Lord, and when he's dead, I'll take his sword, chop off his head, and let the world know Jehovah is the Lord." But his brother said, "Now listen, little David boy, you ain't thinking straight. That giant up there's too big to hit. Your little body he will mutilate." But David said, "Listen, big brothers, I've seen worse than this. That giant up there ain't too big to hit. That giant's too big to miss." Now the rest of the story you all know. I guess it's history. Little David took one smooth stone and that giant fell like a tree. So when a giant of trouble stands in your way, you remember what little David had to say. "I've seen worse than this. That giant up there ain't too big to hit. That giant's too big to miss." That giant up there ain't too big to hit. That giant's too big to miss. So whenever a giant gets in your way, you just remember this: that the God who invented giants is big enough to whip them all.